Hello, I'm Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter, and we're going to talk right now about year-end sales strategies. This is the first of 4 videos I'm going to be sharing with you in terms of how do you really maximize your year-end. And this one is really around organizing your time and goals. Because I'll tell you what, if you don't have your goals in place and you understand how to leverage your time, there's no sense in even trying to get to the end of the year. Okay, so let's go through this like 10 for you. 1, know your gap. Know your gap. Now, your gap is not where you're currently at today with your business and where you need to be. The gap is take all the business that you already have in the bank and what you know is coming, what you absolutely know is coming. Put that in there. But that's the total. And then subtract that from what you need. That's your gap. Know what your gap is so you know what you're chasing for. Because otherwise, how do I know? And I'll show you in some future videos as to how to break that down. 2 is know your calendar. Now, the fourth quarter of the year is really weird. It's a short quarter because of Thanksgiving, because of Hanukkah, because of Christmas, because of all the holidays. So you got to understand that it's not a traditional 13-week. So you got to put in place, what holidays am I going to be off? What days am I going to? Is there other time off that you're going to be taking? Mark that in your calendar right now so you begin to understand how many days do I have. 2, your company's calendar. When is your company going to be closed? When's it going to be open? When's the last day for orders to be processed or credit apps to be taken? All those types of things. You got to get that understood right now. Get that in your calendar. And then your customer's calendar. Now, this is key because here's what I find. Your customers are going to be closed certain days. They're probably going to have this the last day that they're going to receive orders or they're going to place POs, whatever it might be. But you know what's interesting? Have this conversation now with your existing customers. They'll be shocked. Hey, you know what? I hadn't even thought about it. You're right. I need to find out. You bring that issue up to your current customers and they're going to thank you for it. But more importantly, you're now going to be ahead of the game. Number 5, eliminate non-revenue actions. This is key. This is key. Non-revenue actions. This is stuff that, you know what? I got to work on closing the gap. I don't have time to worry about reorganizing this project or working on this one. That's just going to have to wait. You've got to eliminate non-revenue actions so you have the maximum amount of time to close the gap. Number 6, weekly goals. Now, you know that I love talking about your annual goals, your quarterly goals, but you got to have weekly goals. Break down your gap and what you need to get done into weekly goals. And you have to become absolutely maniacal about that. Maniacal. Now, there's a word for you, right? Hey, what is this all about? It's getting focused on the activities. And what that means is then number 7, time allocation. You're now going to say, okay, what time am I going to allocate to each one of these things? Because if I don't allocate, it's not going to happen. Too many times what happens is we set the week up, okay, this is what I need to accomplish, but there's no prize, no penalty if I don't achieve it. Which takes me to number 8, be accountable. Who are you accountable to? And don't just say it's your boss. Is there a peer? Is there a group? Is there somebody who you can be accountable to? You know, this is like having a coach. Coaches help hold people accountable. See, so I can set my weekly goals and I can have time allocation, but if I'm not accountable, it's not going to happen. Which then takes me to number 9, stay on task. This is why you do time allocation. You literally put it in your calendar. You block your day so you know exactly what you're going to be doing when. For instance, right now I'm shooting a series of videos. It's in my calendar. And I have an exact, specific period of time to get this project done because then I have another project. And it's how I stay on task because I know I have a gap to fill. And these are the activities I have to do to fill that gap. Number 10, celebrate your wins. You may be full throttle. You may be pedal to the metal. You may be just racing full speed, but take the time to celebrate your wins. Yes. You achieve something significant. Oh, thank you. Wow, this feels great. You give yourself a hug because it's amazing when you celebrate your wins, regardless of how small they might be. It's amazing at how your brain begins to think differently. And it's amazing the success that you'll begin to have. Hey, I'm Mark Hunter, the Sales Center. The first of year-end sales strategies, organizing your time and goals. Hey, would you check out the Sales Center podcast? We just went to 2 episodes a week. It's a great podcast. Check out the Sales Center University. Hey, I got so many tools out there because I want to make sure that you achieve the number you need to in the fourth quarter. Great selling.